Prove your jurisdiction, ma'am. Supreme Court and the Constitution doesn't apply to this court. What jurisdiction is this court operating under? Common law or admiralty jurisdiction?
It looks like you pled guilty to one charge.
I didn't plead guilty to nothing. I didn't plead guilty to nothing, ma'am. I didn't plead guilty to nothing, ma'am. A judge was operating.
Mr. Durham.
You must prove your jurisdiction. It right now. Everything must stop and you must prove your jurisdiction right now. I want a jury of my peers. I'm an American state national, so I get 6 American state nationals as my jury. Oh, so okay, I understand now. The bully tactic. Don't nobody want to answer.
This courtroom hearing between a sovereign citizen and a judge went totally off the rails. From the jump, it was a nonstop back and forth, like the judge couldn't get a word in edgewise. The guy's in court for driving without a license and allegedly paying for a certain service, you know what I mean, but somehow he's convinced the court has no authority over him. Bro, you're breaking basic laws and acting like you're above them. It's comedy gold. Now tell me this. How did he show up without his sovereign citizen helmet? That's like rule number 1. These folks walk in with Google search.
The court is back in session with the Honorable Reagan Evans presiding. While court's in session, there's no reading, walking, talking, driving, eating, smoking. When your name is called, please give your full and undivided attention to the court. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. This is the People versus Carlos Durham. Ticket number 20397-842. Count 1, drove by license not valid or improper license. Ticket number SP115463. Count 1, drove by license not valid or improper license. And it looks like we're here for a review on ticket number U40128517. The conviction is disorderly conduct. Good morning. Please say your name for the record.
I'm here, Your Honor. My name is Carlos. My name is Carlos of the Durham family, and I'm here as executor of the estate named in this matter and beneficiary. And I appoint you, the judge, as trustee to dismiss this matter.
You can't appoint me as a trustee. I'm not the trustee on this matter. I'm the judge of this matter. And we're not dealing with any beneficiaries or any of that. You're dealing with the defendant. And it's my understanding that you are Carlos Durham and you're the defendant in this matter.
Do I have a right to subrogation? Does the prosecutor give me the right to subrogation? Do I have a right to subrogation?
I don't even know what that is. What's subrogation?
I require subrogation.
What is that?
You don't know what subrogation is, Your Honor?
I don't.
Okay. Are these proceedings being recorded?
They are.
Is your bond and oath of office valid, current, up to date, and still in effect?
I'm an active member of the bar.
For the record, please present your bond and oath of office to the court. The prosecution bonded for this matter.
The prosecutor is not present right now, Mr. Durham, but I don't have to do that. So I'm here. I'm here at special appearance, and I'm here for the purposes of demurrer. All rights reserved under my full God-given name, Carlos Lorenzo Durham, as indicated by this birth certificate. Mr.
Right
Durham,
here.
Mr. Durham,
I am also the sole beneficiary for this legal entity.
Mr. Durham, everything that you're stating does not apply to this court, sir.
So the Supreme Court and the Constitution doesn't apply to this court. What jurisdiction is this court operating under? Common law or admiralty jurisdiction? Because those are the only 2 jurisdictions that's mentioned in the Constitution. Which jurisdiction is this court operating under?
Either. We're operating under state law.
So it's operating under statutory? Is it operating under statutory jurisdiction, Judge? Because if it is, I need to know the rules and procedures for statutory so I can defend myself. Could you tell me where I can find a copy of that?
Mr. Durham, we're operating under the law of the city. These are city ordinances and these are misdemeanors.
Those are not law.
Works. One wrong legal fact and it's instant mental crash. And seriously, why are we still doing Zoom court in 2025? COVID ended ages ago, but justice still feels like it's running on Windows 95. We only get to witness this madness because some judges, especially in places like Michigan, let the public tune into these Zoom hearings. You know this stuff is happening everywhere, just off camera. Somewhere out there, a guy's yelling, "I don't consent to a vending machine," thinking he's making a legal argument. And don't get me started on subrogation. This dude read one definition online and thought he unlocked a cheat code for court. Spoiler, it doesn't work in criminal cases. He was tossing around terms like statutory jurisdiction and asking for bonding info like he's suing the Matrix. His original charge, prostitution, later dropped to disorderly conduct. And judging by how hard he was spiraling, I bet he'd give up his shoelaces to avoid jail. As for the judge, props to her, she kept it professional while he went full galaxy brain. Still, I wish she'd muted him or slapped him with contempt.
These are your options today. This is, one is already set for a review because it looks like you already made admissions. It looks like you pled guilty to one charge.
I didn't plead guilty to nothing. I didn't plead guilty to nothing, ma'am. I didn't plead guilty to nothing, ma'am. A judge was operating.
Mr. Durham.
I didn't plead guilty to nothing, ma'am.
Mr. Durham, how this can work, we both can't talk at the same time. So you need to be respectful and let me say what I need to say. I've let you say what you needed to say. So you need to let the court speak now. So you've already pled guilty, sir, in 2017. Or no, your plea date actually was October 4th, it looks like. And you were charged with offer to engage the services of another for an act of prostitution. It was amended to disorderly conduct. And so we're here for a review on that matter. We have two charges of drove while license not valid or improper license. The offense date is October 18, 2020. And then there's another drove while license not valid or improper license charge with the offense date of January 14, 2021. Now, today, you can either set these for, they're already set for a pretrial. So you can set this for a trial, which it could be a bench trial, where the court, meaning the judge, myself, would decide if you're guilty or not of these offenses, or you can set it for a jury trial. Those are your options, sir.
So my option today is not to challenge jurisdiction, because when jurisdiction is challenged, everything must stop and jurisdiction must be presented. You must prove your jurisdiction. It right now. Everything must stop and you must prove your jurisdiction right now.
You're incorrect, sir. I don't have
Ma'am, I'm incorrect. Your oath of office says you're supposed to uphold the Constitution and all laws pursuant. The Constitution says I have rights, and you're not giving me, you're violating my rights by not telling me what jurisdiction we're operating under. Prove your jurisdiction, ma'am.
I'm not violating your rights, Mr. Durham.
Prove your jurisdiction, ma'am.
I don't have to prove my jurisdiction.
So yes, you do, because jurisdiction, when it has to be proven, must be proven. If you're exerting authority over me, you must prove your authority. Prove your jurisdiction, ma'am.
Mr. Durham, what we'll do is we'll set this for a jury trial. And so I
want a jury of my peers. I'm an American state national, so I get 6 American state nationals as my jury. I need the prosecution to send me my...
I get that Zoom limits your options, but sometimes a little authority goes a long way. This guy hit every square on the sovereign citizen bingo card. And the scariest part? He's probably someone's neighbor. You'd never know until he's shouting about admiralty law from his kitchen. Honestly, these cases need to happen in person. No bathrobes, no webcams, just real accountability. Maybe it's time the court system got a few updates to deal with this kind of chaos better. Hot take, I know. But hey, I want to hear your thoughts. Did the judge do the right thing? Should she have gone harder? Drop your rating for her performance in the comments. I always read them. Thanks for watching and stay sane out there.